If you're not familiar with cryptocurrency or how it works, let's fix that right now, because today you're getting the ultimate beginner-friendly guide to cryptocurrency that actually makes sense. No hype, no jargon, just straight clarity. Crypto isn't just internet money. It's a digital system that lets you send, store, and grow value without needing a bank. And the best part, you don't need to be a tech genius to start. You just need the right roadmap, and I got you. Step 1, I'm going to teach you guys how to understand Bitcoin. It's the foundation. Think of it like a digital gold, and know the difference between coins and tokens. Coins run their own blockchains, and tokens live on blockchains. I want you guys to understand risk management, because new investors lose money because they skip this. Never invest based on hype. Always focus on projects with real utility and making sure that it's putting a smile on people's faces in the future. Let's go on, let's jump in, and let's understand what cryptocurrency is, inshallah. So let's go and let's do a deep dive onto crypto and let's understand it, inshallah, if God wills. So why does crypto matter in the first place? It solves the trust problem. So traditional money relies on banks, okay? So the money sits inside the centralized bank system, okay? And within that system, people can only make certain decisions with their money. If you have 100,000 parked in the bank, you can't go to the bank and pull all of it out immediately. Same thing with certain apps like Cash App, Zelle, etc. There's going to be withdrawal limits, and there's going to be deposit limits as well too, okay? Due to the fact that the bank has to centralize and control everything, so that on their end, they have to have enough money to distribute to everybody, okay? Because the bank is using our money. So understand that if the bank freezes your account as well, then your money is going to be gone. Crypto solves all of this. It's censorship resistant. No government can stop a Bitcoin transaction, not a single one. You could be in any country in the world, and it makes it permissionless. That's the main reason why people fight so hard for cryptocurrency. It's because it's righteous. You know, everything doesn't need to be rat race and controlled. Especially with other things being as controlled as they are. You know, you have to go pass emissions for your car before you can drive it and do certain things already. So the fact that we can't spend our money or withdraw our money how we want is a problem. It's a problem for me and a problem for many other people. And thank God we have the resolution for this. Cryptocurrency has come into play to solve this. Also, it becomes an inflation hedge too. So central banks continue to just keep on clicking print, okay? They print money constantly, over and over and over and over again. Keep on clicking the print button, okay? Making it worth less. And Bitcoin has a fixed supply, which makes it scarce, okay? And that scarcity has a lot of value built into it, just like gold, diamonds, etc. Anything that has less or has a strict supply, okay, is automatically going to go ahead and be valuable, okay? Anything that has less supply than something else will be more valuable a lot of the times. And cryptocurrency is giving you true ownership on your currency, okay? You could be in any country in the entire world, as long as the country has a bank account system that lets you withdraw from certain brokers, okay, such as Coinbase, etc. You can take that money from your cryptocurrency, spend that anywhere in the world. You don't even have to transfer it to fiat currency if you don't want to. You could easily just get your cryptocurrency, spend it on like a Coinbase card, and you can easily just spend your cryptocurrency straight up without having to transfer it to a centralized bank. So you can be completely your own bank. You have total control and total responsibility for your money too. So there's also going to be a couple things that come into play with this. So say things like fraud. If you make a transaction on mistake, okay, for a bank, you could call them up and be like, hey, I did this on accident. Could this be reversed? And a lot of the time, since it is a controlled system and it is technically kind of their money also, so they have the ability to, you know, pause things, freeze things, and make certain transactions not go through in case ever needed. And that could be in a good thing or a bad way too. Because say for instance, you're trying to send some money to a family member in another country. They could also decline that wire transfer if they wanted to. Cryptocurrency, nobody can decline your transactions, okay? Nobody, okay? You are going to be your own bank, and everything works on autonomous smart contracts. So on a normal bank, if you wanted to send $10,000 to somebody, once again, the bank has the ability to say yes or say no, okay? It's going to be completely up to them. But if you send it via cryptocurrency, instantly it'll go ahead and get sent over, okay? But that's also putting more responsibility in your hands too. So because of that, you have to be making sure that you're sending your cryptocurrency to the right addresses, and you have to making sure you're sending the right type of cryptocurrency and sending it via the right type of networks, okay? So because you're your own bank, you have total control, okay? But that also means a lot more responsibility. So before you send certain cryptocurrencies and stuff like that, etc., Make sure you confirm every single address that you're looking at. This way, you'll be able to ensure secure transactions and making sure that you're getting your money and making sure that your transactions are hitting the way that they're supposed to. Inshallah. So under the hood of everything, right, let's go and let's talk about the blockchain. So miners and nodes. The blockchain is not magic. It's a global network of computers. Okay, so nodes, let's talk about them. Nodes are computers that keep a copy of the ledger. Okay, they verify that you actually have the money that you're trying to spend in the first place. Okay, and let's talk about POW. POW is going to go ahead and stand for proof of work, and it's how Bitcoin is created. Okay, so specialized computers that secure the network using energies, and they compete to solve math puzzles and problems to add the next block. Okay, so what's happening is these computers are constantly running problems through it, okay, trying to figure out what is going to be the next block that needs to be added, okay, into the hash, etc. Okay, and these computers take up a lot of power. Okay, so consensus of it, 51% of the network must agree on the truth. Okay, hacking it requires impossible amounts of energy that just doesn't exist, because it would have to go ahead and determine and calculate so many different type of numbers and transactions in order to see what next block would even have to be added into the equation. Okay, so mining is how Bitcoin is generated, okay, and not by pickaxe mining. Okay, so check it out. Just like we know diamonds and gold, you need like an actual pickaxe or a drill, etc. Okay, and then people go out there, find it in the caves. Bitcoin works a little different. Okay, the computers have very powerful graphics cards and intensive hardware inside of them. Okay, and what they're doing is that they're solving problems constantly. Okay, so it's answering like 2 + 2 and trying to find the equal sign. Okay, testing out every math puzzle. Okay, trying to find the next block. Okay, and when you do that, okay, you get rewarded with Bitcoin. So that's how Bitcoin is created. People have powerful computers that take up a bunch of energy, okay, which is why it can be expensive to mine Bitcoin as well too. And then those computers are trying to solve complex problems. Once those problems are solved, then the miner is then paid in Bitcoin. And that's just how it works, and that's how Bitcoin is created. So let's go over the big three, right? The big three. So the big three are going to be Bitcoin, okay? You're going to have your Ethereum and Solana, and then you're going to have your stable coin. So let's jump into each one of these and break it down. So you're going to have your Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is going to be the most valuable cryptocurrency as of today's date, due to the fact that it's not infinite, okay? There is a limited amount of Bitcoin. There's going to be 21 million Bitcoins available. It is not an infinite cryptocurrency such as Ethereum, Solana, etc. Okay, so that's why Bitcoin right now is the most valuable cryptocurrency. Okay, it's slow, secure, and most importantly, scarce, giving it baked value already. And it's not for buying coffee, okay, but you can if you want, but it's for preserving wealth over decades. Okay, so think of it as digital gold. So understand that Bitcoin is here to fight against inflation, because if these dollars keep going up, say 10 years ago, right? Say rent was $700 at one place, okay? And in today's day and age, say the rent is $1,400, okay? That means that the rent doubled, okay? But did people's income double? Okay, that might not always be the case. So when you park your money into an asset, something like cryptocurrency, okay, year after year after year, your money's going to grow just as inflation decides to grow too. So it's going to give you a hedge against inflation and being able to protect yourself from the economy going in a downwards direction, inshallah. So let's talk about the smart contracts. So just like we talked about, Bitcoin was created by computers that use power, okay, POW, proof of work, okay. Ethereum was created based off of staking, okay, POS, okay, which is going to be a lot less economy taxing system in order to create cryptocurrency. So pretty much Ethereum came out to prepare for when Bitcoin does go away, okay. So the computer, okay, it's programmable money, and apps like DeFi and NFTs are built on top of these, okay. Think iOS or Android. And for Solana, the reason why Solana is going to be really important too is because it's going to be used in order to trade meme coins, okay. I'm sure you guys have heard of that. and meme coins can't be traded until you have Solana first. And then you're going to have utility and stable coins. Okay, so this is kind of going to be like the fiat currency version of cryptocurrency. So instead of parking your money into a token or coin or something like that, expecting some profit returns, okay, stable coins such as USDC stay at $1, giving you a safe place in order to park your money in the cryptocurrency world without it fluctuating up and down all the time. So utility tokens like Link provide data feeds, and meme coins like Doge are community built on certain factors. Okay, so figure out what you want to invest in, figure out what works for you, and let's go and let's keep going. So whenever you start trading cryptocurrency and you generate a wallet on whatever broker you choose, okay, you're going to get a 12 to 24 word phrase, and this can be used to log into your account. So if you don't want to sign in with a usual email and password because those can get hacked, etc., okay, you can use a seed phrase. Okay, it's going to give you 12 to 24 random words, and you can keep these words safe in order to get back into your account. So with cash, say the problem with that, if you have a bunch of cash stashed in your house, it can get moldy, you can get robbed, the house can catch on fire, etc. A lot of things could happen to cash. Okay, but with your cryptocurrency, it's like keeping your cash but digital. Okay, and it's not behind a email and password, it's going to be behind your seed phrase. Okay, so you can write your seed phrase down. Okay, it's going to be 12 to 24 random words. Make sure you write them all in a row. Okay, they're going to be listed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 12 to 24, etc. Okay, so make sure you have the order correct, because that definitely does matter. Okay, try and write your seed phrase on a piece of paper, a notebook you have, whatever. Okay, and never screenshot it. Okay, never screenshot it. Okay, Apple, people can get into your iCloud, and then people can get access to all of your funds. Okay, try not to type it onto a online computer software, like no Google Docs or anything like that. If you do, try to just keep it on a flash drive. You can do like a notepad, .txt file, something like that, and you can password protect it with 7-zip, WinRAR, anything like that too, if you want it as well. Just try to keep it as secure as possible. So if you lose this, your money is going to be gone forever. Okay, no support desk can help you. Okay, it's just going to be gone, out of existence. Okay, and it cannot be recovered. So make sure you guys are keeping your seed phrase secure. Keep it safe, because this is going to be your longevity. This is going to be your money, and this is what's going to take care of you. Okay, you guys don't want to be losing this. Okay, inshallah. So let's talk about the trade-off of everything. Okay, let's talk about CEX versus DEX. Okay, so CEX is going to be centralized. Okay, so whenever you're thinking CEX, think of the normal traditional bank system. Okay, so pros, right? You got some easy customer support. It's pretty easy to get your money back whenever things happen, but there's also going to be things that come into play. Okay, sometimes you might have random 3 a.m. maintenance. There's been times where my crypto had to come clutch because my centralized bank is doing maintenance. Okay, but my cryptocurrency was available, thank God. Okay, there's also been times where your funds can be frozen. Okay, and there's also going to be that Monday through Friday window in order to get paid. Okay, so times correlate versus when you get paid. On the decentralized network where cryptocurrency is traded, doesn't matter. Everything is based on the peer-to-peer transaction system. Okay, if I send 10K to somebody, it'll most likely be in their account within a couple, or their crypto wallet within a couple of minutes or hours. Okay, if I send someone 10K via wire transfer, okay, it would have to be via Monday through Friday, okay, and it would have to hit at like 6 a.m. or like 9 a.m. or something, some time like that. And keep in mind, the centralized bank, if they wanted to, could completely decline the transaction. Okay, decentralized, everything is peer-to-peer. No one can decline anything, but no one can also recover your mistakes if you make any. So it's decentralized, okay, giving you total privacy, you keep custody, and instant swaps are going to be available. But understand that there's no customer support. Okay, if someone says, yo, send me 10K Bitcoin, and you send them Solana, that's it, man. Okay, you have to understand that that's it. So there's an extreme responsibility. So make sure you guys are staying humble. Make sure you guys are staying focused. Make sure you guys are waking up and praying to God, most importantly, and keeping your head on straight. Okay, you don't want to be having a moment of franticness or having bad mental health and make an accidental decision where you just lose all your cryptocurrency. Okay, please don't do that. And let's talk about what gas fees are. Okay, and I'm not talking about gas that you put in your whip. Gas fees are going to be every transaction that has a tiny fee attached to it. Okay, that's going to be a gas fee. Okay, any crypto transaction that has a fee attached to it is a gas fee. So on Ethereum, this can be like $5 to $50. On Solana, it could be like 0.0001. Okay, so your gas fees will go ahead and fluctuate depending on what asset you're buying and purchasing. So let's talk about the dangers of everything. Okay, we want to make sure we're being as safe as possible. So the fat finger error, this has happened to so many people. Okay, if you send Bitcoin, okay, but then they're asking for Ethereum, it's deleted forever, or some random person is going to go ahead and get the money. Okay, crypto transactions are completely irreversible. Always send a small test amount, especially if you're sending big amounts. Okay, if you're about to send 10K, see if $5 goes through first. Okay, if they get that, then go ahead and send it again. Okay, take your time. Do not make fast, overzealous decisions, because you can very quickly destroy and lose all your crypto value on accident too, is really the crazy thing. Okay, so if you want to trade cryptocurrency, you say you're ready to be your own boss, be ready to stand on business, CEO. Okay, you got it. I believe in you guys. Manage your currency well. And social engineering. So hackers won't break the blockchain. Okay, what they'll try to do is trick you. Okay, they pose as support agents or send fake website links. Okay, or what they'll try and do is be like, oh, here's a 12 to 24 seed phrase, word seed phrase, and you can come in and try to log in and you'll get all this money. What they want you to do is deposit into that account. They have access to it, and then they go ahead and clear the account. Okay, do not log into anybody else's crypto wallet. It's not worth it. Stay logged in on your wallet. Stay focused on your bag. Don't try to rob nobody. Don't try to get no money from nobody else. Stay focused on you and yours and what God has planned for you. And bear markets. So crypto sometimes has winter cycles, just like the stock market, where prices can drop 80% for certain cryptocurrencies, especially if they're not valuable, and stay down for years. So only invest money that you can afford to lock away for plenty of years. Okay, you should be on the brink of almost death before you pull out your money from your cryptocurrency wallet. Okay, try not to pull out your crypto wallet. Try to live off your credit card. Okay, and invest all your cash into assets if possible, inshallah. So the psychology behind everything. Okay, so time in the market, okay, is going to be a lot better than timing the market. Okay, so many people are trying to time the market for exactly what it is every single time, but understand that sometimes you just gotta be in the trade for some time. Some of you guys are closing your trades way too early and wondering why you're not profitable at the end of the year. Okay, you need to have your life together outside of the markets so you can actually sit on your plays for some years and build some actual capital. So don't buy at the top. We're gonna go ahead and go over some chart work too at the end of the presentation, just so I can go and let you guys know some quick sauce. So try not to buy at the top of all-time highs. Okay, wait for market to dip down. Okay, and then catch the sweep back up. Okay, but do not buy at all-time highs, because a lot of the times you're just gonna go ahead and eat a pullback straight down. So the DCA strategy, DCA stands for dollar cost average. Okay, so you can go ahead and set up an auto buy. You can set up a certain amount of money per week too, if you wanted to. And even if you did buy all-time highs, because your cryptocurrency is really going to be more like savings more than income. Yes, you're still going to be making great income after the years do pass, inshallah. But for the most part, it's really going to be more of your savings. So even if you did buy all-time highs, you can have that consistent amount that you're constantly investing in. Okay, I don't care if you do $50 a week, $20 a week, $500 a week. Just choose whatever's comfortable with you for your income level. Okay, and come back in 5 years. Okay, and I'm telling you, most long-term investors who don't even look at the charts outperform 99% of day traders. Okay, and that's a very true statistic. And you guys are going to be able to touch millions, okay, if God wills, without stressing yourself out by just making the right play, by just watering your seeds today. Okay, so start growing your account, be patient, and keep going. So here's some golden rules for cryptocurrency. If it's not your keys, it's not your coins. Okay, if you have your cryptocurrency parked into a broker that's email password and doesn't have any recovery keys or secret keys, it's not really your cryptocurrency coins. If the broker shuts down, then boom, it's not really your true crypto in your hands. So I recommend like Phantom Wallet or anything like that, where you guys can digitally store your crypto very, very safe. You can also store them on a hardware physical device as well too, either where it be the USB drive or whatever. And the golden rules of everything, right? Never share your seed phrase. Okay, your seed phrase is going to be that 12 to 24 word phrase. Okay, that's going to go ahead and keep your account locked. Okay, you do not want to be giving out your seed phrase. Okay, you lose your seed phrase, things can get difficult. Okay, no customer support you can call to just get your money in back. So ignore direct messages. Don't log in with anyone 12 to 24 word seed phrase thinking that you're going to get money. Stop. Okay, purge any type of mindset where you're thinking about stealing or getting quick, easy money. Purge that. Okay, invest only what you can lose. Make sure you guys are paying your bills first. Don't think you're about to invest in a cryptocurrency and you can ignore all your bills because you're about to hit the best play ever. That's not how a real investor would play. Okay, structure your life, get it together, and then come onto the market. Okay, and do your own research. Okay, don't just get in because your friend said, yo, this is gonna be the best coin ever. Don't do that. Okay, because then you're not gonna have enough conviction and confidence to hold through volatility. Okay, if this is the play you've been researching for weeks, month after month after month, if price dips, you're gonna have so much conviction and you might even re-add. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of things when it comes to buying cryptocurrency. So let's go in how to read the chart. So reading the chart is going to be quite simple. What we're going to do is focus on our higher time frames. Okay, so what I'd like to go ahead and do is go for my monthly time frame. Okay, then from there, I'm gonna go to my weekly time frame, daily, and then 4 hour. Okay, so we're gonna go from the monthly to the weekly to the daily to the 4 hour. Okay, and when we do this top-down analysis, we're gonna be able to get the full bird's eye view of absolutely everything, just so we can see the full perspective of the market. So always start off on your highest time frame first, then scale down. Okay, and the smallest time frame I'm gonna go to look at the cryptocurrency chart is going to be the 4 hour chart. Okay, because cryptocurrency, you want to be holding for weeks, months, and years. So focus on your higher time frames. There's no reason why you should be caught up on the 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 minute trying to trade cryptocurrency. It's not the wave. You need to have the full higher time frame picture so you know how many years, months, weeks to hold for, etc. Also, before we get into the chart, understand that cryptocurrency always wants to go in an upwards direction. Okay, most people can only buy, and this is the same thing for stocks too. Most people can only buy. Okay, most brokers don't let people short cryptocurrency, etc., unless they're trading crypto futures. So the fact that most people can only buy means that it's meant to go up year after year after year after year after year. Okay, so we do not want to be buying at all-time highs if possible. Okay, so what you want to do is wait for what's called a pullback. So pretty much buying anywhere other than all-time highs. So all-time highs is going to be up here at this current level of 126,000 right now at the time of this recording. I'm on my monthly time frame. I can see on the monthly time frame this chart goes up year after year after year after year after year. This is a bullish asset. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my weekly time frame. Okay, and I understand something about the market. I know market always wants to go in an upwards direction if the asset is going to be valuable. Okay, which means people are always going to be looking for an opportunity to buy. Okay, because they expect for it to go up year after year after year after year. So with that logic, I know that price always wants to go and head to break previous all-time highs. Okay, that way it can continue to keep going. Okay, you can see all price does is break all-time highs. Okay, and then it'll go ahead and fall below it. Okay, and then make some new all-time highs. Okay, we'll fall from there, and then one day, inshallah, we'll try and get above this all-time highs too. Okay, and then we continue to go in an upwards direction. But within the chart, we have to understand that price has to go up in order to go down, and price has to go down in order to come up. Okay, so price will always hunt an area of resistance above current price, or it's going to go ahead and hunt an area of support above current price. Okay, so always know that. Okay, price will always find an area of resistance above current price or an area of support above current price. So the strongest area of resistance on every chart is going to be all-time highs. Okay, so you want to also be focusing on things that trend too. So if I'm looking at Bitcoin here, okay, I can see Bitcoin goes up year after year after year after year after year. If it's not trending up year after year after year after year after year, it's a lot of the times it's going to be a lot more straining to make some profit within the decade's time span. Okay, so next thing you want to be looking for is the V structure. Okay, so all your setup should look like a V. So here's what I mean by this. So the reason why I say the V is because market will always make the left side of the V for you. Okay, the left side of the V is going to go ahead and be what's called resistance. Okay, so whenever you see market falling within a downwards direction, that's going to be called resistance. Okay, so market will always make the left side of the V. Okay, it'll always make the left side of the V, and it'll also make the bottom of the V. So many people try to predict where market wants to bottom out at, and here's how you know if the true area of support is real. Okay, make sure you're on your weekly or your daily time frame. Okay, and then from there, once you see market deciding to curl in an upwards direction after falling heavily, okay, how you confirm to see if the V is real. So here we have the left side of the V. Okay, we got market trying to make a bottom of the V here. Okay, but we want to see if the right side of the V is real. Okay, so the whole right side of the V, all this whole gap up here to the previous area of resistance is going to be money that we're just waiting to collect. Okay, all of this is just going to go ahead and be money. So all your setup should look like a V. Okay, try to buy when market is curling in a upwards V direction. Okay, all your setup should look like you catching the right side of the V. Okay, so that's how you know when it's time to buy. Try to buy at certain lows. Okay, let market make the left side of the V, and let market make the bottom of the V. Okay, let market make the left side of the V, and then let market make the bottom of the V. After you're on the daily, you start seeing like 2 to 5 candlesticks going in upwards direction. Okay, that's how you know the support is true. Okay, you don't want to just see one little wick, okay, and see it going up and be like, oh my gosh, it's going up from there. But if you see multiple days in a row, okay, price hitting an upwards direction, the chances of this support holding is going to be really, really high. Okay, especially after it dumped down for many, many, many days. Okay, so cool. So that's going to be the full guide on how to trade cryptocurrency. If you guys want some more one-on-one mentorship, head over to StackMODE.net. Come on and book a free call. Or you can check out my free course and ebook. Stay prayed up to God. Keep grinding. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Peace.